Thanks for tuning in to our daily inspiration again. And as always, thank you so much for taking a little bit of your time to be here with us. So hopefully all of you will learn a lot from this short video as well. And so because we're in the season of Lent, I'd like to share this clip of Father Joseph Iannuzzi as he talks about confession. Please listen to this.
Well, let us begin with simple steps. We must have a steadfast daily prayer life. There's no option here. If we don't, we won't remain in the grace of God and be pleasing to Him as He expects of us. Again, He permits faults, yes, but we should not take advantage of His patience or goodness. So as soon as we're aware of our sin, we don't hesitate, we confess. As soon as it happens. If it's grave, we go to sacramental confession. If it's venial, we can do a private act of contrition or at the penitential rite at the Mass. But it is healthy and a wholesome practice, even encouraged by recent pontiffs to confess even venial sin. We don't have to exacerbate the time of the priest in the confessional and tell him every little scrupulous sin we do in detail. No, we just mention the nature of the sin and the number. That's it. And it sometimes, I don't know if it's due to my impatience only, but it sometimes grieves me when I go to confession and there's a long line I see of people waiting to confess, and the priest on a Saturday when the churches are open for confession takes 20 to 30 minutes with one penitent. This should not be. The penitent and the priest both should not stay there without any concern of the people in line waiting to go to confession. That's kind of selfish. They should be mindful that what they're here for is to confess their sins and be forgiven, and that's it. It's not a counseling session, a session of spiritual direction. No, that's not what Saturday's for. And the priest should be taught properly this, and many are not, unfortunately. They spend, I don't know who knows how much time in the confession. That's fine if there's no one waiting online, waiting to go to Mass. Then you can spend all the time you want. In fact, you could spend 6 hours with the priest if you want, but not when people are waiting with only 40 minutes to confess or 30 minutes to confess or 1 hour, whatever the priest has at his availability on Saturday. So when I go to give retreats, I understand that the priest and the penitent are there to grow spiritually, and that's a good thing. But let us not forget that there are other people also needing the sacrament as well. So special times, I say, before a retreat, when I'm with other priests, I say, when you go to confession, try not to stay beyond 5-10 minutes, nothing more than that. You go in there, you with an act of contrition. Contrition means not just you're sorry for going to hell, for deserving hell, which is attrition, but you're sorry above all for offending God, who is all good and deserving of all your love. That's contrition, and contrition is proven by a resolution. So you emerge from that contrition with a resolve to avoid this or that, or to do this or that. And the priest gives you a few words of counsel, extends to his absolution, imposes a penance. Again, that's it, So the first thing, practically speaking, we are to do with this knowledge God has preserved for the worst generation of all and given to us, is to have a steadfast daily prayer life. Frequent often the two sacraments of confession and communion. Try to spend some time before the Blessed Sacrament as often as you can.
Well then, that will be all for the video this time. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us. And hopefully all of you have learned so much from this video. And remember, if ever you have any feedback or suggestion, please let us know in the comments below. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your continuous support, contributions, and prayers. And until the next one, thanks again for watching and may God bless you.